Hey there, it's Ruth, and I am back from delivering the big speech, and I wanted to share with you my experiences. And I know you've been probably wondering because I've been writing about it the past couple of months and complaining about it or whining about it and just trying to keep you updated on my progress and the kind of, gyrations and preparations I go through when I'm getting ready to deliver something new, a new topic, a new audience, a pretty big venue, and coming after a really famous person. So I'm using my phone and I'm holding it with my left hand, and I'm going to use my notes with my right hand so I can keep things on track here. And so bear with me, it's going to be a little bit jumpier than usual, but I want to give you what you came for too. So basically, the people were super engaged, as any group would be who had just listened to or had a chance to see former First Lady Michelle Obama. In fact, it's one of my big takeaways from this experience. As you know, I was kind of scared about delivering right after Michelle Obama. She was finishing at 10, I was on at 10:30, and I shouldn't have been nervous. I should have looked forward to it more because they came in, they were all happy. They were happy, they were energized, they were in a good mood, and all I had to do at that point was keep them there. Now, yeah, that's a challenge, but I think it was a challenge I had spent, 5 months attempting to meet. So that is something I will not worry about in the future. I will look forward to it. So I didn't know whether I would pass my own very high stakes and waiting in line test. That's the test where people, we see who's waiting to meet you at the end of the talk. And I'm thrilled to tell you that it was a long line, and I really couldn't even stay for most of them because they needed to move on. They needed to get us out of the room and get ready for the next person, the next speaker. So I am thrilled to report that it went well and that it all worked out, but I want to tell you I had some takeaways, and so let me share with you what some of them are. As I mentioned, the next time I follow a famous person or a great speaker, I'll be happy about it instead of worried, because they really do warm up the audience for you in advance. My writing and ideas for content were absolutely affirmed. I'm pretty confident that when I write something, it's a bug, sorry about that. When I write something that people are going to be entertained, I often tell my clients when they're worried about whether people will think something is funny, I tell them if I think it's funny, that it's funny. And so the same thing is true for me. If I thought it was funny, it's funny, and people did laugh. They didn't laugh at some of the places, a couple of the places I thought they would laugh at, and they did laugh at other places. This, again, only happened a couple of times, but it was interesting, and it really was due to the type of a venue, the type of event, and the type of audience. So now that I have this audience under my belt, I'll be able to know what I can expect the next time I speak to a group like this. Keeping things short is my biggest challenge and my biggest frustrations. I've got to tell you, I spent the most time in the preparation process trying to shorten my content. But I kept shortening it until about 2 hours before going on. I'm glad that they allowed me to do that. Let's see, what else here? Based on the response, I was the only one who missed the things I cut. I often tell my clients, you're the only ones who will miss it. And it's true of me as well. So that's the case. My slides were awesome because I had a professional do them. And they were all images. I used a variety of media, which worked beautifully for today's audiences. So there was video, there were GIFs, there were tons of images, there were props. There was very little text. I think there were only 2 slides with any significant text on them. So that is something to keep in mind for the future. Text is over. There are challenges about that. But I am really glad that I took the leap and just created images for this particular topic. I wore a cool new outfit. Speaking of visual, I wore a cool new outfit, and I wore comfortable but stylish shoes. I can share that for the Pennsylvania conference that was just this past Tuesday, I wore ridiculous shoes, and they are going back to the store. Let's see what else. Oh, here we go. I did a giveaway. I did a giveaway using a text code, and that converted about 60% of the audience. So a whole bunch of hundreds of new people to have on my list, and who, again, were engaged enough to follow through and take the gift. A lot of times they won't bother. People stuck around. They didn't leave. There wasn't a lot of churn. There were a few people who got up and left, but very few. So you're doing all right if people stay. So the bottom line is this: practice plus experience really does equal spontaneity. Now I've got a whole great new topic that I am going to submit for other presentations that I know works, and I am confident that people will enjoy it and get the outcomes they came for. And if you want to create a new topic, I know you can do it too. All right, so if you want to learn more about new topics, delivering a speech, what you can expect, how to make people laugh, just hop on over to ruthsherman.com, where you can download a free gift. And I will see you there. Okay, thanks for watching. And my arm is really tired. Have a great day. Bye-bye.